Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kellie-Ann, the founder of The Accidental Entrepreneur, and I teach women, typically Gen X women, in your 40s, in your 50s, heck, even in your 60s. Let's do this thing. I teach you how to start or restart an online business, even if you're doing that from scratch. And I show you the simplest and the fastest path to get there. So thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe and share this and drop your comments below. So today we're going to be talking about how to get inside the head of your buyer. And basically what that means is we're going to talk about buyer psychology. And buyer psychology is why your prospects do what they do, how they make decisions on purchases, how they make decisions on the levels of purchases they're going to make, when they buy something, when they don't buy something. Basically, what gets your prospect to buy. So we need to take into account, when we talk about buyer psychology, we need to take into account that human thinking is flawed. And what I mean by that is there are biases and mental shortcuts and a bunch of buzzwords that we need Webster for, but I'm not going to geek out about all that right now. But as newbie entrepreneurs, as people who are thinking about starting a business or trying to start, are in the middle of starting, what you need to know as business owners is that you need to create marketing that caters to your customers' behavior. And so you need to get inside the head of your potential buyer. And how does the psychology of the buyer affect their decisions? So think about your buyer as having what I call these 5 distinct phases or 5 seasons. Obviously, they're not living in Canada where I am, where we have like 2 seasons, winter and not so much winter. Okay. But what I liked after being in business for as long as I have seen that there are 4 or 5 distinct phases that your buyer is going to go in and out of throughout the calendar year. And if you understand these phases, you can create campaigns and messaging that target what's going on inside the head of your buyer. So as an example, so let's look at winter, okay? Something I know a little bit about, being from Montreal. So winter is typically January and February, typically, quote unquote. So what's happening to your buyer in January and February? You all know it. December 31st, the internet is inundated with what's your resolution? You know, what's on your bucket list? So in January and February, your buyer, your prospect has this, oh my God, it's a new me. This is a new year. This is going to be my time. It's time for a fresh start, right? Like drop a comment below if you're picking up what I'm throwing down. So January and Feb, that's where your buyer's head is at, okay? Now we transition into like March, April, which is springish, okay? And all of a sudden you're 2 months in, 3 months in, and your buyer's like, oh my God, I am not where I want to be. Like, what the heck? I don't even know where I went off the rails. I don't know what I have to do to get back on track. I'm just not where I want to be after those grand resolutions I made in January and Feb, okay? Then we find ourselves, your prospect finds themselves in May, June, which is, you know, spring, okay? Not springish, spring. And now they've woken up and they said, oh, Jesus, I've made little to no progress. We're halfway through the year. We're 6 months in and I'm still in the same freaking place that I was December 31st. I've made little to no progress, okay? And so now that little bit of panic setting in, they know that that calendar year has been eaten up. Then we transition into my favorite time of year, summertime, which is July and August. Your prospect, okay, and we're in that time right now, your prospect is saying, okay, well, it's summer. I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to wait until September. I'm going to like spend some time in Margaritaville. Everyone else seems to be on vacay. And we start giving ourselves like epic excuses to do nothing all summer. I'll just put things on hold, right? And then what happens? September rolls around, October rolls around. And before we know it, it's what? What? September, October, December. It's summer's over. The fall is here. All of a sudden, now we're in full on, okay, I got to get serious now. I've had fun over the summer. Okay, in spring, I was just panicked. I've got to meet my goals that I set out in January, February. Like, I got to dig in and get serious. You know that. We've all seen it. We've all done it ourselves, right? We putting things off. I'll start the diet in September. It's barbecue season. I'm not going to buy the course in the summer. I want to lounge by the pool. Everyone else seems to be, hanging out. So think about it. If you understand where your prospect is in that 12-month calendar year, what they're saying to themselves at certain points throughout the year, you can create campaigns and marketing that speak directly to your prospect, right? If you understand, like in Jan, Feb, you're not trying to diagnose their business. You're trying to what? Say, okay, let's dig in, like buy my course, invest in my custom one-on-one coaching program, buy all my line of organic meal plan, 100 pantry items, because it's a fresh start. You're not going to try to sell them in January and February on your diagnostic coaching. You're gonna sell that in spring when they are 6 months in and they realize they've made no progress, but they have no clue what the hell they did or did not do and what they have to do to get back on track. So understand the phases, okay? The distinct phases that your buyer will be entering and exiting throughout the year. You're in the business of people. Remember that, okay? You're in the business of people. You're not selling courses or coaching or soaps or meal plans or editing. You're in the business of people, getting people results. So you need to understand their behavior. You need to understand what they're telling themselves, how they're feeling, and you need to meet them where they are. Does that make sense? Let me know. Let me know if you have an idea for a great campaign. I will drop a bunch of links in the description below. Please feel free to share this. Let me know what you think. And as always, if you are ready to connect all the dots and really make some serious progress on your business, whether you need to start or restart, check out accidentalentrepreneur.club. That can be your fresh start. It can be it's your roadmap. It's what I call the Swiss Army knife, okay, of business schools. So there it is. I will catch you on the inside. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, I'm Kellie-Ann from The Accidental Entrepreneur. Bye, guys.